Hey guys, I know that I haven't been on an actual video doing my daily devotionals. I try to switch things up and think that, I thought that maybe it's like, okay, maybe I can do this like in a short, but I feel like a short goes so quick. I don't really have time to kind of like go through it. So I'm thinking of doing something different, right? I'll do short form content based off like my cooking or like my cleaning, and then make actual like 10-minute daily devotional videos, just so it's like our kind of like way of like talking, and me being able to just connect with with you guys, and being able to just encourage and lift each other up. And yeah, so I'm thinking that I would do this, and I'm gonna call this devotional. This is our devotional, daily devotional corner. Okay, this is where I come in my bathroom and I'm just hanging out here just until I get maybe like a more cozy space, right? But believe it or not, I feel like I do better praying when I sit in my bathroom. Some people have like a prayer closet. I feel more connected to God when I'm in the bathroom, and I don't have to be using the bathroom, but I feel like when I am sitting in the bathroom, I feel my connection there with Him. And yeah, just thought I would just put that out there. But today, my scripture for today was, it came out of Proverbs chapter 9 verse 21, and it reads, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. And it's so funny, right? Because I started doing this whole content thing, right? I want to say in 2020, and I started doing little challenges with my children. And then, I would do it for some time, and then, not getting anything out of it, I would just let it go away. But it has always resonated with me. Always resonated. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this, right? And then I picked the camera up, especially like, when I started working for the school district. I would have summers off, so then I would feel like, okay, I don't have to work, I have time, let me pick the camera up, and then I would start vlogging and, trying to get into the swing of things. And it's not easy, okay, trying to create content and staying consistent. It is not easy, and still have, the things in your daily life that you have to continue doing. But anyway, I say this to say, so this time around, when I decided to go ahead, I watched someone that I like to watch on YouTube, and it kind of like, she said, go ahead and try to do like 31 days or like do a month of vlogging and see where it goes. So, I've been starting it since July 1st. I said, okay, July 1st, I'm going to go ahead and start, being that it's 31 days in the month of July. So by the grace of God, I've been able to be consistent in it, okay? But my plan is to make this, content creating more like an everyday thing, and really build this and see where it goes, and to take it serious. Because do I want to get up and be tied to a 9 to 5 every day? No, I don't, okay? But when I was reading Proverbs 19:21, when it says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So it's like, okay, yes, I have this plan, I have this mapped out, right? And this is what I want to do, but is this God's plan for my life? Am I making the right decision? And then I'm battling if I go back to work, or do I take this serious and step out on faith and know that. So my battle is, okay, if I leave work, I have to worry about my finances, right? But then that's me trying to still be in control and not trusting if this is what I should really be doing. And I have to remember that when God tells you to do something and you have peace in it, you gotta have peace in it. You can't wrestle with it. You can't keep going back and forth and trying to figure out how you can, little by little, still control the scenario. Because then you're not having peace, because you're going to keep battling within yourself, right? And then you're not letting Him be in control, because He far out knows our thoughts, okay, that we can't even comprehend. So to me trying to figure how I'm going to make ends meet is just a little. It's so minute to the way of His capability and the capacity of the way He moves things in this world. And I have to remember that. And I feel like it's a battle within myself, because I look, okay, it's like, okay, am I planning this? Is this my plan? And then you also, like, when you're making these plans, you can't hold so tight to it. You got to be able to loose it if the Lord tells you to loose it, if this is not what he has for you. Okay, so that's another thing as well. Being able to make the plans, but being able to loose it as well if it's not for you, and walk away from it without it being a hurt or feeling like a jab. Okay, because we're not supposed to just sit and not work and not put forth effort towards anything. Okay, because this is basically like our fruit. So you have to water and plant your seed in order to get your fruit, right? So yeah, I just been battling this, within myself, because it's like, do I do this or don't I? And it's a wrestle with me because I don't know. And then I don't want to, I'm worried about how I'm going to make someone else feel, when the only person that I feel like I should be trusting in and being concerned about is if I'm being obedient to what the Lord is telling me. And I can't have an ounce of doubt. I cannot be worried. I have to trust. But I also don't want to make the wrong decision. So it's kind of like, okay. And this is what you have to do. You have to stay in your word, because I feel like when you stay in your word and you're reading and you're seeking him, and he knows your heart and he knows what you're trying to do, he speaks to you in that. He sends someone in the midst, like with a message that is like confirmation, like, this is what it is. Keep moving, keep moving. And I'm seeking him wholeheartedly, and I'm encouraging you too as well. If there's anything that you are planning to do, no matter what, if it's planted on solid ground, it's gonna work. But if it's on shaky ground, and if it's on the sand, and if it's by the water, by the ocean where the water comes up, there's a possibility that it can be knocked down, right? Pushed over. And God is just so good. I just take a minute, because sometimes it makes me I'm not sad or nothing, but it's just so powerful, like how good God is. And I want to do his will. And the whole thing, I say, if I do social media, I have to do it in a way where I can include God. I have to include him in it. And I have to share his word. I have to share the things that I am learning. And I want to be able to encourage. What I've gained out of my relationship with the Lord is not just for me. It's for me to spread it. It is for me to encourage. It is for me to help the next person, just like the next person is to do the same for me. So yeah, I felt like I need to stay in this and really, really lock down and not give up. Do not lose hope. Do not doubt. And if this is not what the Lord has for me, what can I do? I have to let it go, because my objective here is to be obedient to him. But I'm not going to doubt him. I think that's pretty much it. Like just to tie back into like the Proverbs, so it's like, yeah, these are my plans, right? But is this God's plan? And it's so funny that this is my word today, because it lets me know that he's listening to me. He knows what I'm wrestling with. He knows where I'm at. And I just have to trust him. You just have to trust him. And he has a way of moving people, the people that you think that you're going to hurt from a decision that you make. And he has a way of moving their heart to where they are receptive to the decisions that is made based off of what he has for you. Okay? And yeah. So that's where I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with what the Lord tells me to do. And I hope you do the same. I hope that this video is a blessing to someone and that it encourages someone. And just so you know that we are here for each other. Stay blessed. Happy Sunday. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.